All right, real quick, y'all. I've been wanting to talk about this exposure of the luxury brands, but I didn't get a chance to get to it, man. But Nasir Rod got a video on it, so let's check it out. I'm trying to tell you, man, everything is coming out into the open, people. Everything.
Exposing all of the fraud. They're exposing the ripoff, the scam, dealing with these luxury brands. We know that Trump has imposed astronomical tariffs on China, and China industries and factories have responded by marketing directly to U.S. consumers for our luxury brands. So check this out.
Made in Italy or made in France. Welcome to the real world. Now you see, those bags are made in China.
China makes 80% of your designer bags.
Who's the Chinese supplier behind Under Armour? Shenzhou International. Nike shoes from China to your country?
Who are the suppliers behind Sullivan, Timberland, New Balance, Adidas, Nike, la la la?
They're now offering you the same exact stuff. No middleman, no markup. In a bold move that seems more like economic warfare than manufacturing, Chinese workers are lifting the lid on a billion-dollar illusion. The bags, the shoes, the clothing that say made in Italy or designed in Paris, a huge chunk of them are actually being produced in China. And with Trump's new tariffs hammering Chinese exports, the factories are fighting back by selling directly to you online and calling out the whole hypocrisy.
So there you have it, people. They're spilling the beans, right? They're letting you know how much Louis really costs, how much Prada costs, how much Gucci really costs, and the materials that they use. And they're saying, look, we can give it to you for 1/10 of the price. You don't have to spend all the money. Just come buy from us directly. So what does this mean, right? What does this mean? Does this mean that, people are going to not buy these products because now a Louis Vuitton bag is a regular bag?
No, people, the dummies still gonna buy it. The dummies, but I tell you one thing though, what really messed this up though? Could you imagine if somebody else would have found this out? I'm pretty sure somebody did. Maybe say 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and made that connect with China, that direct connect, and you could have just purchased a whole gang of products and had that. See, you don't always have to get drugs and stuff to make money. You ain't got to be thinking that you got to get into the drug game and get kilos of cocaine and pounds of weed and all that stuff. Man, you could have been getting bags shipped over here. All types of Prada bags, Gucci bags and glasses and stuff. And then sell it to these dumbass people that think that they got to spend thousands of dollars on a pair of shades to look cool. Man, so somebody hustle got messed. Trust me, somebody was doing it. You best believe that. Somebody had the I got the hookup. Holla if you hear me. I got the hook. Trust me, somebody had the hookup. Somebody been doing this. And now their business more than likely going to come to shambles because it's exposed. But at the same time, you still got these dumb black folk out here, and these black folk don't care. They still might go ahead and spend the money. After this shit just got exposed, you still gonna spend $2,000 on a Gucci t-shirt? Now you dumb as hell.
A Gucci bag is a regular bag. Because a big part of what makes it exclusive is the price. We're going to talk about that. Greetings, everybody. Once again, listen, everything is 20% off at Hidden Power Wellness today to community. Get your boats.
We're gonna skip off. We're gonna skip.
There's nothing a Chinese factory can't make. Brooks Brothers, a premium shirt brand from the States, actually produced most of their products all in China. One of their largest suppliers is actually based in Guangdong in China. Interesting, the scale of the factories in this region specifically, they're not massive, but all of them are willing to invest heavily in research and development. For example, the world's first long-stable cotton gene sequencing product was completed here. Factories from this region are beloved by those world top brands like Tommy Hilfiger, Lacoste, Hugo Boss. Recent years, with the rise of emerging manufacturing countries like Vietnam and India, many might think that Guangdong's shirt industry might get impacted. But that's not the case, at least for now, because Guangdong's niche market is only for those middle to high-end markets like Europe and America.
So they're showing complete tours of their factories. They're outlining the materials that's being used. They're letting you know, listen, these things are coming from Europe. We're making it, and it's shipped back to Europe in some cases, and they just put their label on it and ship it out. and call it made in Italy or made in Spain or France or Germany.
So you walk around, thinking you bad. I mean, this teacher came from France, Italy. You know what I'm saying? I got that top notch. You know how black people are. Black people dumb, man. Negroes, man. The ninjas. You know what I'm saying? They want to go to the club and thinking they balling and shit because they got these high priced clothes on, so they think they special and think they better than other people. You know what I'm saying? Now all this is all coming out, man. Your stuff is just as cheap as Walmart. They got you, player. They got you.
In fact, it was really made in China. So at the end of the day, it becomes a situation of, okay, I see you with the Gucci bag. Are you stupid enough to pay $2,000 for that? I see you with the Louis, right? Did you spend the $2,000 for that? Or did you get it? Or is it a knockoff? And now it's like, all right, it's taking a little bit out of the luxury of it.
And remember, people used to be teasing people about the knockoffs. If you got caught with the knockoff, they'll try to clown you. And now come to find out, everybody got the knockoff. Man, that's crazy.
Being from New York,
if you paid $2,000, you got knocked off. You got knocked off side the head.
In a street vendor for years in my teens and early 20s, I knew all the places to go to get the fake Polo, the fake Tommy.
Everybody
Nautica,
did.
when Nautica was popping.
Nautica, FUBU, all that stuff.
And it would sell like hotcakes. People knew it wasn't the... And it would sell like hotcakes. People knew it wasn't the real deal. You follow me? But they knew at the same time they had that label. It wasn't about the shirt. It was about the label. It was about the brand, right? I see you with your Louis on. I see you with your Gucci on. I see that Nautica. That Nautica is nice. It's not about the shirt. It's about the brand.
Right.
So we're talking about psychology, right? We're talking also about individuals that need to feel a certain way about themselves in order to fit in.
Right, because every day lets you know that deep down inside, these black folk that feel as though they gotta wear expensive brand, they have an inferior, what would be the word? Inferiority complex. Inferior. You know what I'm saying? They have they need some inner work to do. You know what I'm saying? They need to do some shadow work. Tap into their spiritual self. Cause something wrong with you if you think that, you less of a man than a woman if you gotta have a pocketbook that costs $3,000 just to feel special about yourself. And Jesus told you that the kingdom of God is within. You know what I'm saying? Jesus walking around with sandals on. He felt good about himself. He probably didn't even have a pedicure.
You have certain influencers saying, well, if the man doesn't buy you a Louis Vuitton bag, then he's not worth your time, right? That brother is dusty or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, if a person is stupid enough and shallow enough to even ask for something like that is over the top, first of all, and a scam, right? Then you don't need to be dealing with them anyway, right? So we just have to look at these things and start to analyze, what is it really for? And what purpose do you need a $2,000 handbag for? So check this one out.
First, Baocheng Factory, one of the world's largest OEM sports shoe manufacturer. It is like a Foxconn in the shoemaking industry. During its heyday, it has over 100,000 employees in just one of its factories in Dongguan. What even surprised me is that it owns an independent brand called YY Sports. It's like a distributor for sports shoes like Nike and Adidas, same as like Foot Locker in America and JD Sports in England. Second, Huajian Group. It is one of the largest OEM manufacturer for leather shoes in China. On the other hand, Huajian mainly offer the OEM service towards those big brands like Gucci, Tory Burch, Coach, Calvin Klein, etc.
Come on.
Etc.
So at the end of the day, people, there's always going to be different qualities of a car, right? Of fabric, right? Of thread, different qualities of things that you can buy. And to be honest with you, I have nothing wrong. I have no problem with luxury brands. I have no problem with there being an option for something that is inferior and cheaper and something that is superior and maybe more cost more. I'm not going to say expensive. It costs more. It should cost more because it's better material. It's going to be more durable. It has better functionality. It may be more flexible. So all of those things give it value. So there's nothing wrong with that. I'm a person, you already know I like nice things. You see me in my cars, you see me in the clothes, you see my properties. But at the same time, I'm not going to spend thousands upon thousands of dollars extra for any luxury brand. And I don't even own real estate. I don't even own the place that I sleep at night.
Right.
Do you follow me? I'm not going to invest so much in something just for the name or for the show of it, but yet I have no investments. My income really doesn't match that. So that's really the message for today, other than the revelation. Live within your means. I tell, especially in King Me and my sons, I said, look, you don't have to even get all of these high-end things. If you just are clean and you keep yourself well built, you keep yourself in the gym,
Right.
then that will offset some of the brands. You get a young man that's been working out, that's clean shaven, that smells good, you could just have a regular black undershirt on. See? One year I didn't wear anything but black undershirts and stayed in the gym. Right? That's it. You don't need all these luxury brands and things of this nature per se. Once again, there's nothing wrong with it. And once these brands get called out,
it all depends on what you choose to invest in. I remember Chris Jones always say, you know, you can wear anything if your body's right. And it's true, because you know me, I used to go grab a couple t-shirts at Kmart back in the day. You know what I mean? You know, Kmart, Walmart, whatever. And when you fit, when I was hitting the gym real crazy, you know what I'm saying, and you get a nice t-shirt in the summertime, the t-shirt, you know, it is hugging the biceps. Man, look, I used to turn heads like a mug with the chicks. You know what I'm saying? They didn't care about what was on the t-shirt or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's a damn t-shirt. People don't care. Them females ain't worrying about the t-shirt if you looking good. Look, I be seeing cats look jacked up, body all sloppy and everything. They got Gucci from all the way down to the socks, rings and watch filled with rocks. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you can have Biggie Small. That's Biggie Small's verse right there, if y'all don't know. You know what I'm saying? So you can have all that on. But look how Biggie was looking, though. You know what I'm saying? Tore up from the floor up. You know what I'm saying? It was the fame and the money that made women want to sleep with that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, let's just keep it gangster. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it real. If he was never famous and a famous rap star, you would not want no Biggie Smalls. You know what I'm saying? You think he would have had a sexy ass Faith Evans? You know what I'm saying? Faith Evans still look good to this day, but back then Faith Evans was a goddess. Her fine self. You know what I mean? So come on now. So how in the world he get her? So, you know, so like I said, he got her because he was quote unquote somebody in the mainstream industry. That's all. Somebody that sold their soul. You know what I'm saying? For the gold. So it all goes back down to how you invest. Invest in taking care of yourself. Invest in, you know, your body. You know what I'm saying? Build up, get in shape. You know what I'm saying? It's not about, you ain't got to be a bodybuilder, but just get in shape. Make sure your body's proportioned from top to bottom. You know what I'm saying? If you working out, you know what I'm saying? Don't just go in there and just be doing upper body. You know, hit the lower body as well. Don't just go in there doing lower body. Hit the upper body as well. You know, you'd be surprised. Some people just go in there and want to just do legs and don't do nothing else. You got to be proportioned. This goes for females as well. You know what I'm saying? Work out. Be proportioned. And you can wear anything. You can get away with anything. Because you're going to look good no matter what you put on. Because people going to see your shape. And they're going to like, man, that person look good. It's not about, oh, that person got on Gucci. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or we got on Prada or whatever. I remember a comedian said, he said, my girl going to get mad at me because I ain't buy her a Prada bag. He said, I told her she better be proud of the one she got. With that being said, y'all, I'm about to end this video, man. Y'all keep your heads up, man. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
There's going to be new brands that are luxury. Because at the end of the day, just to be quite frank and honest, we all got to be honest. Not everybody wants to wear something everybody else has on.
Some people do.
They don't see themselves like that. I'm not going to just walk around like Joe Schmo because I'm not a regular dude. My jewels are different. Everything is different. It matches your mentality. So it's always going to be that one person that says, walks into the dealership, we have this one here, it's we're blowing these out, these on sale. Don't talk to me about something on sale. I want to just look at what you got. That's the top of the line. We have some of our members are like that. I want what's the top of the line. Every time something comes out, they buy it. When the jewels came out, when these raw power generators come out, they buy 4 of them. You see? There's always going to be, and this is business advice, always have a luxury item.
Now,
always going to be, and this is business
now
advice.
look, I don't know about these general. I got one right here. Now look, I got this one. You see this? I got this from, I forgot where I got this from. Maybe Amazon or website, well, some website, but I had it for years. But it was only like $10. You know what I'm saying? They had a chain. It came with a chain and everything. I don't know what the chain at. Now, I think the chain that I think it came with like a rope or something. Now, Nasir Ra, if you look on his website, his joints are expensive. They like hundreds and dollars, like $200, $175. But I think that they come with a real gold chain, silver, and you know what I'm saying? So it's a better quality. So I'm not going to bash them or nothing like that. I don't know how special these generators are. You know what I mean? But they do come with real, as you can see the chains right here. They're like, I think they're real silver and gold. So that's probably the reason why they're more pricey. So you can go ahead and check it out. If you got the money like that, if you want to go and support Nasir, go ahead.
You see? There's always going to be, and this is business advice, always have a luxury item in your lineup of products. There's people that's not interested in something that everybody's going to be having. Things that are high quality.
This breaking bag at Hermes Boutique will cost you 38,000 USD. But what is the real cost out of the factory? Today, I'm going to break it down in front of you, step by step. First thing first, Hermes only use the leathers from the 3 top-level suppliers. One is called Muti from Italy. The second is Weinheim from Germany. And the third is Daz from France. One piece of Togo leather, the same leather as this one, will cost 450 USD. And one piece of the leather is only enough to make one Birkin, okay? The thread. And of course, for Hermes Birkin, the thread is also the best top level. It's called Fil Al Chinois from France. This is actually the Rolls Royce in thread. For each bag, the cost is 25 USD. And then the hardware. See, this hardware is called 316 hardware. It's also known as the ocean stainless steel because it can withstand the erosion of seawater. It's the best stainless steel. For one piece of that, the hardware will cost 150 USD. The edge oil. This edge oil is imported from Italy. It's called heat steel edge oil. For each bag, it will cost 50 USD. The interior lining, it used lambskin imported from France. For each bag, the cost will be 100 USD. And also inside, there is a zipper from Riri brand. And the zipper for one bag is 10 USD. And then the cost of human resource. The French artisans is much more expensive than Chinese artisans. To finish one bag, the human resource cost will be 600 USD. Package. Now this is not that expensive, it's 10 USD. So now to sum those up, the total cost will be 1,400 USD.
Ain't that something? And what did he say in the beginning? 38,000 for the bag? Man, y'all crazy.
For one Birkin out of factory. But why Hermes will charge you 38,000 USD for one bag? That's because more than 90% of the price is paid for its logo. But if you do not care about the logo, you just want the same quality, same material, you can just buy from us. Because for our bags, we use exactly the same material.
Same material.
Leather, same hardware.
So they always said it over and over. You just paying for the name? Nike, Jordans, Adidas, whatever, Gucci, you just paying for the name. That's all you're doing is paying for the name. They're gonna charge you $38,000 for the cause they put Gucci on it. But you can get the same bag that ain't got no name on it, but it's the same material. And you can get it for $1,000. Or maybe even less.
Then edge oil. The only difference is one, we don't have the logo, so we don't have to pay so much amount of money just for that logo. And second, our human resource is much cheaper. This is why this bag from our factory only costs you 1,000 USD, but even better quality and craftsmanship.
So there you have it, y'all. Don't be duped, man. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. DB Gang Stalker Simulator, the best channel on YouTube. How you doing, baby girl? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? Holla back, man. The world's a shame. Everything being exposed. Jesus said it. In these last days, there's nothing here that shouldn't be made manifest. The truth is out there. We don't leave no stones unturned. Turn the motherfuckers over and find out the truth. We out.